You're listening to The Sizzle on Iron Skillet Radio and Iron Skillet Television.
You know what it is. You know who it is. It's The Sizzle here on Iron Skillet Radio, Iron Skillet Television. We are the talk of the 219. We're the hottest talk in the 219. Today, we're getting ready to discuss a topic that I know that is Jay Sizzle's favorite topic. So before we get ready to get into it, Jay, how are you doing today?
Man, I am fabuloso, just like the spray stuff you buy at the dollar store. You don't know what it is, but it cleans up everything. And I got something to clean up today.
Okay, so let's do a little cleaning. Let's do some in-house cleaning because we're going to talk about Patrick Williams and what's his value to the Chicago Bulls at this point. Now, some have said Patrick Williams is the most underrated rookie in the league at this point. No, his averages aren't going to wow you and amaze you, but he might be the key to the Bulls' future. So, Jay, what do you think about Patrick Williams moving forward as a central piece to a triumphant of good players for the Bulls?
I don't know if he's going to be a central piece. I haven't bought all the way into that, but I will say that he has earned to put on one of the green leprechaun shoes. He cannot put both of them on. He can put on one. He's starting to play better. He's taking shots when they're open. He's being more aggressive. At least he's understanding now that he needs to be more aggressive. Even though he drew the Suns' Devin Booker the other night, who dropped 45, unlike all the other people the big names who've dropped it on him, Antetokounmpo, LeBron James, and other players like that who have dropped their hammer on him, the 19-year-old is starting to figure out that I need to start getting physical early. And we saw him go up and make one of the greatest blocks we've seen in a long time. And that's why he gets to wear one leprechaun shoe. Now, he can't put on the other one, though, yet, because we haven't seen him be consistent yet. And I just don't know if he has that inner fire, that inner desire to go Kobe time, Black Mamba, Michael Jordan-esque. I don't know if he's ready to go in and cut people's hearts out every night. And that's what you're going to need to do if you're going to be a guy to contribute to a championship on the Bulls. I don't know if he's that guy yet.
Well, let's look at the fact that you've got Patrick Williams, who won't even be 20 until next season. So with that as a given, and the fact that he is going to be the third scorer on the Bulls at this point, behind Zach LaVine, behind Vooch, what do you need him to do other than develop right now than what he's doing? Because at this point, he's not a good three-point shooter. Now, he is an excellent mid-range shooter. If you look at the chart through this season, he's a better mid-range shooter than some of the greater shooters out there. And, you know, he will take the occasional three when he's, you know, I guess feeling green leprechaun shoeish. So I don't know, but right now, I don't know what more you can ask of Patrick Williams that he's not giving you. Outside of, is he going to be a Kobe shooter? I don't think so. I don't think that's what they brought him there for. I don't think there's anybody outside of probably, I would say there's only one person in the league that I think he resembles. And if that is a good comp for him, then I'm all in on Patrick Williams. There's only one person.
Who?
Only one person I see.
Who?
There's only one. And he sits right now not with the San Antonio Spurs, but with the LA Clippers.
Kawhi?
It's the only person I see.
No, he's not Kawhi. He's nowhere near Kawhi. And I'm going to tell you why.
Wait, was Kawhi near Kawhi when Kawhi came into the league?
Look, here's the issue. You saw Kawhi early on when he was with Pop and them. You saw him playing, and you saw it right from the beginning with Kawhi. Now, he had superstars around him that he had to defer to because he wasn't the number one guy. But you saw it early. With Patrick Williams, we still on to go, we don't know yet. And I'm still on the fence of we don't know yet. I don't think he's Kawhi-esque. And I know a lot of times people are bringing up his age, he's only 19, he's only going to be 20. Well, you came into the league at that age. Kobe came into the league at 17. You had LeBron come into the league at 18. Nobody was making excuses for them.
So wait, are you comparing him to Kobe and LeBron? Are you saying
Kobe came in at
LeBron-ish?
17? LeBron came in at 18.
Okay.
He came in at 19. Let's not make excuses because of his age. So if
I don't think we're making
if he came in at
excuses. I'm just
24,
saying-
would it matter? If he came in at 22, if he
I don't
was
know.
playing like this at 22, you brought it up. If he came in
I'm
at
just
22,
saying
would it matter?
He is 19 right now. So at
And
19,
what does
I
that
don't
mean?
know of many 19 consistent year olds. You've got, your nephew, your son. At 19, there are no consistent 19-year-olds. They don't do anything consistent.
This is what you do. All right. Was LeBron consistent when he came in the league?
No, LeBron was not consistent.
What-
LeBron was set in to play point guard when he came into the league.
Okay.
So he wasn't consistent.
Did we see greatness from LeBron when he first came into the league?
You saw greatness from LeBron in the eighth grade.
Answer the question. There you go.
In the eighth grade,
Answer
you
the
saw
question.
it. I mean,
So
but unless we're comparing him to LeBron,
If you can cash NBA checks, then you can play like an NBA player.
I think he has played like an NBA player. I mean, this is a cat that's going out there giving you points.
I'm about to take off his shoe now. Now you're taking the luster off of him. I'm about to take his shoe. I'm about to go steal his. I'm about to go to his locker room and steal back the leprechaun that I let him wear. I'm about to steal it back now.
I think right now you don't have, number one, you don't have much options for the Bulls right now.
Oh, well, that's true.
The biggest thing is you're going to have to make sure he plays. You're going to have to make sure that he is successful as the first pick of the new administration. You're going to have to make sure that this guy comes in and is everything you thought he was going to be with a number 4 pick. Because if not, now you're still going to be searching for that swing player because we don't even know. He doesn't know what he's going to play. He doesn't really know what position he's going to play.
So do you really think that this is going to be a cornerstone piece in the Billy Donovan era Bulls?
If Billy Donovan is with the Bulls longer than 5 years, yes. Because that's all you're going to have. Because if you're asking me, do I think Vuk and Levine will be? That's a question because you don't know if they're going to be here in 5 years.
Well, okay. So what about Kobe White though? I know he's injured, but look, he's been.
What about Kobe White?
He's been relegated. He was starting for this Billy Donovan team. He was
starting because he had to start.
He was doing his inner Curry. He was letting it fly. Everybody was talking about he was working in. Even Billy Donovan says, he's working into the point guard position. So
Billy Donovan said that Wendell Carter was a good player too.
Okay, so what the question is now: Are we looking at a Patrick Williams at some point in time that might get moved out of this situation if he doesn't up his game up and be consistent like he needs to be?
No, I would say that you're looking at a Kobe White who would be moved before.
I think they might both. I don't think nobody's safe on this team except for Zach LaVine.
And he may not be safe. It just depends on the wins of the NBA. But right now, you've got to have a marquee player that you can market around. And if you're going to tell me that there are 3 players.
So Patrick Williams is your market around guy?
If you got 3 players, if you're going to sell that story that he's 19 and he's learning. Huh?
I'm not selling that story. You mean the Bulls are selling that story?
But the Bulls management is. And they are selling. He's 19. He's young. There was a reason why we took a flyer on a kid that wasn't even starting out of college. There's something there. Now they're going to keep selling that and selling it to you until you get him to Jeremy Grant status. That's what you're looking for. You're looking at him to be that extension of what they had in Denver to be able to move him forward. So you think he's going to
be Jeremy Grant-ish? That's what you're saying.
He could be. Nobody knew what Jeremy Grant was going to be.
I'm asking you right now. Is that you brought it up? Is he that now?
Was Jeremy Grant that when he first came into the league? And his daddy was in the league.
Answer the question.
Yes.
So he's that. So he's Jeremy Grant. He's Jeremy Grant-ish now.
He's tall and plays the 3.
He's going to have everybody's tall and play the 3 in the NBA. I mean that's like saying people walk down the street because they got 2 legs.
Well, I mean that's asking me, is he Jeremy Grant-ish? Because we don't know what Jeremy Grant. Jeremy Grant came on last season and got himself to Detroit.
Let's lock you.
So Jeremy Grant. Okay, let's ask this: Jeremy Grant is a great player in his own mind, playing on a horrific team.
What you just said? Okay. So now Patrick Williams is a great player in his own mind, but he's really not going to be a great player. Is that what you're
I
saying?
don't know what Patrick Williams is
But
going
you
to be.
just
I
compared
haven't
him.
seen.
You just compared him to Jeremy Grant. Isn't that what you just did?
I did not compare him to Jeremy Grant. I said that's what you want him to be in that mold and model.
Okay,
If
all right.
you take Arturas Karnisovas from Denver,
Okay.
and that's what they had, then
Okay.
that's what you're going to look to get.
Okay. All right.
So when they traded for him from, was it Orlando?
I
Where
don't
did
know.
Jeremy Grant come from?
I'm lost on this roller coaster right now. But go ahead.
Well, no, because you stay on this Patrick Williams bashing campaign, and we've had people who keep saying, "Why does Jay Sizzle keep bashing Patrick Williams?"
Because now,
and
okay, I'm taking back.
Like him.
I gave him a shoe. I gave him the green leprechaun. I gave it to him. Now I'm taking it out of his locker. See, I was in a good mood, and now I'm in a bad mood about this whole thing. Because he's a number 4 pick, this is what he's supposed to be doing. He's supposed to be, that's why he was picked that high. That's why he was picked that high. He's supposed to be making an impact. Look, he played good.
Right now, he is making the impact
good.
On a bad team.
So let's ask the question now. Now with the Bulls' new acquisitions, are they still a bad team?
Yes, they're a bad team. Have you seen them play the last 2 weeks?
I'm asking the question.
2 games.
So when Zach LaVine comes back, they're going to be a bad team?
They're still a bad team.
Oh, okay. All right. It doesn't make
They don't have a point guard. They don't have a good power forward.
If he can't shine on a bad team, that makes him what?
A normal NBA player.
Oh, well, then okay. Well, number 4 is normal. We could have picked somebody different at number 4 and not been normal.
All right. So go through your list of the impact players past number 4 who are playing right now.
Oh, you go through it. You pull it up.
There's no need to pull it up. There's only 2 players that are doing better than Patrick Williams. That's Saddiq Bey.
Okay.
And that's questionable because Saddiq Bey has those same kind of games, just like Patrick Williams and Tyreese Halliburton.
So you didn't want Tyreese Halliburton here? I told you I wanted Tyreese Halliburton here.
Yeah, well, I wanted him, but obviously the Bulls didn't want him.
Oh, there you go.
So
is Tyreese Halliburton better than Patrick Williams?
Yes.
Okay.
Right now,
this is what
he's
I'm
a better
saying.
player.
Would he have been worthy of the 4th pick?
He should have been worthy of any pick, but obviously somebody thought,
absolutely,
he's not worth it, but like the 11th pick.
And that is the rub right there. And we both talked about Tyreese Halliburton. We both thought that he was going to be there, and the Bulls should take him. The Bulls should take him at 4 if Melo didn't fall. Melo didn't fall. He went at 3. Tyreese Halliburton was the obvious pick, and he went down there and picked some guy that you didn't know about and I didn't know about.
Nobody knew about.
Absolutely
but
correct.
The people who played in the ACC,
and it's possible his own head coach down there didn't know about him either. So it's very possible that this is a guy who is another potential player that they picked on potential, but this wasn't a Scottie Pippen pick. I don't think. This wasn't when Scottie. Remember when Scottie Pippen first got to the Bulls?
Yeah, I do.
You remember that explosion from Scottie? That just out the gym, just crazy athleticism and that attacking that. Remember when Scottie first got here? This is what you're looking for. That is guy.
But let me ask you this.
Sure.
What was the main complaint that Michael Jordan had about Scottie Pippen?
I don't know. What is it?
He was not consistent.
Of course, but you saw the explosion.
Yeah, you saw it, but it took a long time for that explosion to come through.
No, it did not. You
saw the explosion into championships.
You saw the explosion. It took a while for the consistency to get there. Patrick Williams, you didn't see the explosion. He's just now starting to ignite. I mean, the reason why this 16-point game was such a big deal because he had to block. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why people are going, okay, here we go. He went up and blocked, and he hit a couple of open jump shots that looked good. He went to the rack hard a couple of times, but we also saw Lauri Markkanen go to the rack hard tonight. Lauri Markkanen tried to poke on somebody. I mean, not just dunk, he tried to poke on somebody. So I'm wondering, hold on a second. So what I'm saying to you is that you saw this Bulls team all of a sudden look aggressive. And you hadn't really seen them. You haven't seen, especially Lauri Markkanen. You have not seen him be aggressive like that. So you wonder if it's a new mindset coming along with the Bulls, with these new players that they brought in. Possibly. So I'm waiting to see. That's why I'm giving Patrick Williams let's see what he's going to do now with the new number. Maybe it's a new mindset. We see people every once in a while change numbers. Now, it wasn't of his own accord to change that number, but maybe that's going to unleash something for him. Maybe it will be, but we'll see. But now if he falls back down, look, and we'll see him down with 6 points a game and 4 rebounds, then we know.
Well, I think if we see him there again, we'll know that he's 19 and not consistent and hasn't learned how to be consistent, regardless of how explosive he is or not.
Okay.
Because we see a lot of explosive kids. You have Minnesota's full of explosive kids, and they still suck. And I mean, they suck.
But they're explosive. But they're explosive.
They're explosively terrible.
They're explosive. They're explosive, and that's the main thing.
And but that hasn't translated into them being successful.
Doesn't have to.
So you just want a player to be explosive. You want Tyreese Thomas. That's what you want.
First thing you have to have is that ability that a superstar would have, or you have to be able to, or you have to be a superstar. Why you pick him at number 4?
Because
now I'm taking away all the green paint. I'm taking away all the green. He can never wear green again now. Now he can never wear green. See, I was going to let him. I was going to let him walk around for St. Patrick's Day and put on a green hat with a little leprechaun-y thing on top of it. Now he can't wear that either. See, I was trying to be nice, but no. You have to come. See, no green for him.
Well, you know where it's green for. If you have not subscribed, liked, and shared, it is your time to subscribe, like, and share to the Sizzle. Make sure that you click the button. It's there. You can push on it. It's free. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to the Sizzle. You can always find us at #IronSkilletSports or at #IronSkillet219.
Yeah.
It's that easy and it's that simple. So with that, we'll say that Patrick Williams is still not explosive. He's still going to wear green shoes.
No.
And we will see you on the other side.
No green for him.